You will.
Okay.
All right, mate. How are you?
Everybody all right? Well, I did because I got the 12 o'clock class after this. I'm going to mute you all, okay? If you have any questions, I'll try and make it as easy to understand and shift my angle around on my camera if I need to. So I'm just going to mute you all. And if you want to, hopefully my camera come into the spotlight on your devices. Okay, so we're going to focus mainly on hamstrings today, and then probably a bit of glutes as well. So before we kind of stretch them and do an awful lot with them, we just want to try and warm them up and get a little bit of blood circulating. So we're just going to do very easy, hope you just see me here, we're just going to do leg swings, and you're going to touch the toe. Oh look, it's good having Nick here. He can be my video man. He's not going to do the class now. All right, so we're just going to do nice. Stand up, get a bit of blood pumping through the legs. All right, just have a go at that. So you're going to do sort of 2 lots of 20 on each leg. So do 10 on one leg, just get those legs warm, and then do 10 on the other side, and then repeat. So it'll be 20 in total on each side. So just get a bit of blood flowing through the legs. Right. Well done, guys. Okay. Next one we're going to do, we're just going to do some sort of body weight good mornings. So you're going to have your feet just under hips to start off with, hands nicely kind of just placed behind your back, and then you're just going to hinge at the hip and come down and back up. You can have a slight bend in your knee if you need to. You're just coming to horizontal with the body. So 10 of these, just easing in. If you've got good flexibility, have the legs a little bit straighter. At the moment, I'd rather you just sort of came over a little bit more and had a little bend in the knee. You don't want them locked out anyway. Well done, 10 of those. And then we're going to repeat that, but you're going to do it with your feet in a straddle now. So feet a little bit wider, not really wide, just a little bit wider than you were. And then we're going to do that again. And then see if the bum can come back a little bit more. And those legs a little bit straighter, another 10. Lost count. You guys do 10. Good. All right, okay. So the next one, Mimi, what have you got in your garden? Anyway, right, you don't need to answer that. Okay, next one, Nick's just going to hold the camera so I can demo. This is called a Jefferson curl, okay? So you don't have to stand on something elevated, okay? But if you can and your hamstrings are really tight, it's helpful. So I'm just going to stand up on these plates here, and I've got a kettlebell. It can be something really light, and to start off with, all you want to do is tuck your chin, okay, tuck your chin to your chest, and then very slowly come all the way down as low as you can where you feel the stretch, and come back up. As your hamstrings start to stretch, you can come down to the side of whatever you're standing on. Okay, so you can see now I'm coming down further, feel the stretch, and easy back up, squeeze my bum, and then I'm going to go again, all right? So you're going to do 10 or so of these. I'm going to watch you, okay? You may not need something elevated, And depending on how tight your hamstrings are, you may be able to do this one on the floor. So I'm just going to watch you all. But try and come down nice and low. Obviously, the idea of coming past your feet is that you've got a sort of longer range of motion there to stretch your legs. Let's have a look. Well done, guys. And James, really try and hinge at the hip, send your bum back, chest up. Keep your core engaged as well, guys. And tuck your chins in that first part. Initiate it with that chin being tucked. Good, Paddy? Oh, you got such tight legs, James. Well done, Andy. That's good. Do 10 of these, just roll down and come back up. Well done. So try and get your legs a little bit straighter if you can, Alice, rather than worrying about the depth too much. So if you can start to get those legs a bit straighter. Well done. That's it. And as I said, once you ease into it, if you need to elevate, you can. So 10 of those. Just wait for everyone to get through those. Oh, Jules is tight. Go on, Jules. Well done. There's a Nikki. All right. So 10 or so of those. When you've done those, that's the last time we're using the weight and the weight and the step. So you don't need those anymore. And we're going to come down onto our mats. Try and get a good angle when you've done those. Okay. So, sorry, just trying to find a good angle for the next bit so you can see me a bit better. All right, okay. So the next one, what I'm going to do, sorry if you can't see it too well, but I will explain as well. So I'm on all fours and I'm going to put one foot between my hands. So I've got one foot between my hands. Oh, Nick's coming to do my videoing again for me. So I've got one foot between my hand, okay, so you can all see. So a bit like I was going to do a sprint, a start on the 100 meters, okay? And then I'm going to put my back leg up, all right? So I'm now, back leg is up. And what we're going to do is we're just going to ease into that front stretch. So I'm dropping my hip initially. I'm just dropping my hip down. You should start to feel a stretch into the hip flexor. And then I'm going to rock back and push my heel towards the ground. So my front leg is starting to straighten and my back leg is straight at the back. And then I'm going to come forward again. Hips are dropping close to the ground. Okay. I'm going to hold it in this position. Let those hips flex. And then I'm pushing back with my back leg and my heel is going towards the ground. I'll let Nick get on while I come and watch you all now. Okay, so who can I see? All right, so that's it. When you try and rock back, Mimi, don't lift your bum all the way up. Your front foot needs to stay flat on the ground. Try and get in another angle where you guys can see my front foot. So my front foot stays flat on the ground. My front foot is flat. It's between my hands. At this position here, I'm up on my back foot, okay? Just my toes are up on my back foot. And then I'm dropping my hip. And then when I come backwards, I literally push my bum back. But I keep my front foot flat on the ground. And I push down with my toe, with my heel at the back. That's it. And then I come forward. Well done. So we want about 10 of those. I'm just going to try and get a better angle for you. Sorry. Definitely struggling in here. Find a better angle. That might be better. Okay. So I want 10 or so on one leg, and then you're going to switch to the other side. All right. So foot is between your front feet. Drop that lower hip. So you drop at the front. Feel the stretch. Ease into it. And then you push back on the back leg. So the back leg then straightens. You might feel a stretch at the calf as well, especially a lot of you that have been doing a lot of double unders this week, a lot of running. And come back down. Again, feel the stretch in the hips. And then push back again. And hold. And just start, when you feel that range of motion, just kind of keep breathing. Try not to hold it. Hold your breath when you're in the stretch. When you feel like you can't come any further, you come back down, push the hips to the ground. So push the hips down, and then sit back and push backwards. Hopefully you've all switched legs by now. We're going to be doing, so we're going for 10 again on each side. So I've done 3 on this side. Drop the hips down. And then push back. And see if you can start to straighten that back leg some more. So those of you that might have a bent knee, really push the toes in and then push the heel to the ground. And come forward again. And come on, 5. Push back. Come forward, drop the hips. And back again. And forward, drop the hips. Well done, guys. Keep going. I'm just going to look in the videos. Keep going. You've got to do 10 on each side. I'm just going to flick across and just watch you all. Well done, Kirsty. Good me, well done, Laura. Good, Jules. Oh, Andy's got such tight legs. I can see. Well done, team. Well done. So at 10 of those on each side. And then just relax a little bit. Hips might be a little bit tight. You just sit up. You're just giving this bit of a stretch. So you just kneel up. Stretch through those the hip flexors. And just wait for everyone to catch up. Okay. All right, so we're now going to do downward dog that you all guys all know, but we're going to do it with that little kind of walking the dog position. So one thing I think a lot of people do wrong when they do downward dog, they don't really think about their hips coming up. They think about their bum kind of being in the air, but you want to think about your hips kind of going backwards. So if you've got a window or something behind you, when you're in that downward dog position, think about your hips going backwards rather than your bum coming up. So think about hips coming back, all right? And then you can think about your head and shoulders sinking through. So if you all get into the downward dog position, I'm then going to talk it through what we're going to do, all right? So get into that downward dog position. You can all see me as well here, okay? All right, and I'll talk it through to you here from this position here. So initially, we're just thinking about sending those hips backwards, pushing our heels down towards the ground, and start to feel comfortable. Bit of a shape, you can move from side to side. So one hand comes up slightly, just a little bit of movement, a little bit of lateral through the hips, from side to side, okay? And push your head and neck and shoulders through your arms as well. Good. And then you're going to do what I call this thing called walking the dog. So you lift up one heel and then push down. So lift up one heel and push down to the other side. So every time I'm on my toes on one side and then pushing all the way down with my heel on the other. And you want to see if you can make sure that you get that heel as close to the ground as possible. Well done. And when you're done, just come forward into a plank, high plank position. Hold your core in that high plank position. Well done. And then we're going to head back again into downward dog. And again, feel that stretch, bit of lateral from side to side. And then we're going to go into that walking the dog again. Think about another 10 of these, don't rush it. Push the heel to the floor each time. We've done the 10th one, hold it, both heels down, pushing down. Think about pushing your head and shoulders as well through your hands. A connected chain from your hands that come all the way up your arm to your shoulders, through to your back, to your glutes, and running down your legs. And breathe. All done, and then come forward into that plank again. A bit of a relief. Come forward into plank. And breathe. Well done, guys. All right, we're going to do that one more time. We're going to come backwards one more time and do the same thing, like walking the dog, pushing the heel to the floor. Nice and slow, not too fast. And then when you've done 10, you're going to hold it. Straight to legs, think about your legs being straight, think about that same position. That connected chain from your hands, running up to your arms, to your shoulders, along your back, to your glutes, and then down the backs of your legs, trying to straighten your legs and push your heels to the ground. Well done, guys, and then come out. Oh. And again, just a bit of a stretch. Back, sit backwards. Okay, the next thing we're going to be doing some seated hamstring stretches. So you can use your band, or have your band or towels or whatever close by as well. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is going to be, think about being nice and upright. You don't want to be leaning back, but think about engaging your core. My feet are just out in front of me. And all we're going to do initially, by keeping nice and upright, bending at the waist, just going to come forward and just try and hold behind your foot. If you can't hold behind one foot, you're just going to put hands round your ankle. Try and just hold that one foot and lean forward. Trying not to really round your back in order to get there. Try and keep that posture, lean forward, keep your legs straight. Just start to ease into it. Well done. So let's just go to where you can, for you. Well done, and come back up. So back upright again, think about your posture, bend at the waist and go to the other side. And again, if you can't get to behind your foot, that's okay. You can just grab your ankle or your calf, but don't try and overreach and lose the core. All right, okay. We're now going to take it into these deeper stretches. I think probably a lot of you have done these banded hamstring stretches before. So you can, if you've only got a thin band, you can double it over if you want to, or if you've got a towel. And we're just going to put the band around our foot. And you're just going to lean backwards and don't put any tension on it to start off with. And the other leg's going to be straight all the way down. And I've just got my leg in the air. I've got the band right around my foot, and I haven't got any tension on the band yet. Okay? Just get everyone into position, or a towel. That's it. Okay. Now, what I want to think about doing in this position here, if I squeeze my quad, that will activate my my hamstrings. Yes, if I squeeze my quad, my hamstrings will activate a bit, okay? So when you're just lying here, squeeze the quad, see if the hamstring activates. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Okay. What we're going to do something called what's called kind of pails and rails. What we're going to do is you're going to now use your band and just try and pull that leg in a bit towards you. Now, you might be able to have straight behind the knee. You might need to bend it a little bit. I don't really mind which you go for initially. If you need to have a tiny, tiny bend, it's okay. You'll probably feel the tension shift from behind your knee in terms of your hamstrings to further up your leg if you do that. And all I want you to do is just now think about pulling that leg in towards you. So wherever you need to on your band, you're going to pull in towards you. And if you're, like I said, if your knee is bent, you'll feel the stretch more towards your glutes. If you straighten the knee, you'll probably feel the stretch in your hamstrings closer towards the back of your knee. All right. And now what you're going to do is you're going to release your leg down a bit and push away. So my leg's coming down and I'm pushing away. I'm doing that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm going to pull it in closer. And see if you can now pull that leg slightly closer or straighten it a little bit more. We're going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And same thing again. We're now going to push away for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then pull back in. And again, see if you can get any further in. Will that muscle now come any further? That leg come any further up? For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Push away. That's it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pull in. Last time, as far as you can. And breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Well done. Switch legs. Let's go for the other side. Whew. All right. And again, just hold the leg up, not under any tension to start off with. We're going to do those squeeze in the quads to activate the hamstring. So little squeeze, 3, 2, 1, and release. And squeeze the quad again, 3, 2, 1, and release. And again, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, right, now let's see if we can pull this one in. Same rules apply. Straight leg if you can. Not the end of the world if you can't. You can have a slight bend if you want to feel the quad stretch or the hamstring stretch closer to your glutes. So let's hold it in there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then push away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then back in. See if you can pull it any further in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push away. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can pull that in a little bit further than where you were last time. Ooh, and breathe. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push away. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull in again. Last time, as far as you can, guys. Really good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And release. Well done. All right. We're just going to do, let's lay it down. We're just going to do a little bit on the adductors actually as well while we're here. So if you can, you might need to change position a bit. We'll start, we'll go back to the first leg. Actually, yeah, you guys go back to the first leg you were on. I'm just going to stay on this leg because you can see me better. And then we're just going to hold it. And then we're going to let the leg come to one side. You'll feel a stretch to the other side. So we're just going to hold it again. So my leg has just come out all the way across to the side. I'm going to hold it there. Again, see if you can get that leg as straight as you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back up again. Try and pull it in a bit more, and then to the side again. See if you can get it a little bit higher to the side. You should feel a good stretch on your inner thighs and the top sort of back parts of the hamstrings. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're going to switch sides. The same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other leg. That's it. So let that leg just fall to the side. Right. Yeah. I can squeeze up a bit. I'll put this way. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Pull it in. Well done. Try and pull it a bit closer again, and then out to the side again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, need another 5 here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And come back in. Well done. Sorry. It's fine. Okay. All right, guys. Running over like I did last time. I'm just going to finish with one other stretch that will just help a bit of glutes and lower back. So what we're going to do is you're going to lie on your back, knees to one side. So knees to one side. Grab your bottom foot, bring it close to your bum. Start again. Knees to one side, grab your top foot and bring it close to your bum so your legs will separate a little bit. And then put the other foot on top of the knee and relax down. I'll say that again, make sure I got it right. You lie on your side, knees to one side. Grab your top foot and pull it towards your bum. Your legs will separate slightly. Opposite leg, you're going to put your foot onto the knee and then lie back down and make sure that your shoulder blades are lying onto the mat. And just breathe here. About 30 seconds. Then we'll do the other side, and then we've got the 12 o'clock class. Sorry, I've overrun again. My clock's a bit slow here. All done. And then just switch to the other side. So knees fall to one side. Grab your top leg, pull it towards your bum. And then your bottom leg, you put your foot over onto the other knee. And then relax down and breathe. Well done, everybody. Sorry, I overran. There's a couple more things I wanted to do on glutes, but I'll put those into the next one. We'll maybe do glutes and thoracic and back and stuff a little bit more, and then we'll work up towards shoulders and all that kind of thing. So sorry, overran a bit. We've got the 12 o'clock class now.
Thank you, Katie.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you for
Katie.
keeping yourselves mobile. If any of you want something specific, if you're aching, send me a message.
Thanks, Katie.
Otherwise, I'll probably do same time next week. Thank you guys. Well
People.
done.
Thanks,
Katie.
Katie.
Bye, everyone.
Namaste.
Everyone.
You too.
Namaste.
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 Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, Mike, Ryan. I overran again on my stretchy stuff. All right, let's see who we've got. They've got Mike, Ryan, Tracy and Hannah, and Kirsty. Cool. Are you doing this, Nick, or not? Okay. All right. So, hang on, my video. I'll just stop my video again. I just want to stop recording the other one.